So I bought a Gretsch G2622 Streamliner, and I put a new metal cap on here and the nickel Gretsch knobs. But when I was removing the old knobs, the plastic knobs, the tone knob is messed up, and now it's just like spins freely and goes up and down. So I'm gonna just replace all of these cheap potentiometers with some CTS full-size pots. They won't go through the F-hole, unfortunately. So I'm gonna take out the pickups and hopefully run them through the entire wire and harness through the pickup channel and document my failure or success. We'll see. All right, so I've got the knobs taken off here and the pickup out. And I think there's enough space in this channel here that I can just barely get through a full-size potentiometer. So I'm gonna attach some strings to the posts here. This is the busted one. Just completely messed up. So I'm gonna attach some strings to the posts so that I can channel them back through the holes that they came out of. All right, let's try it. Okay, so I've got the stems for the potentiometers tied off here, except one, I dropped it. I'll just figure out a way to run some more string through back at least. You know, the most important part will be taking it through. So now I'm gonna try and pull these through. I don't know if I'll have to take the switch out too, if it's all tight in the harness. And I'm gonna, oh, I have to take the jack out. All right, I'll check back in a minute when I'm pulling through. Okay, I've got everything out. It looks like the hole for the neck pickup might be slightly bigger. So I'm debating on whether or not I want to backtrack all of these through the body cavity and back over here, because I think I'll have a lot easier time getting these Chicago telephone supply pots through there. The other thing I just realized is that the diameter of the neck on these is bigger, so I'm gonna have to drill the hole. Anyway, I'm gonna take a scrap piece of wood and figure out how big I need to make these holes. This is getting to be a bigger project than I had hoped for. All right, I've got the master volume soldered, and X marks the spot. I'm gonna put a 3/8 inch hole in this. Wish me luck. Hey, like a glove. All right. So there was a little bit of chip out on the paint, but it's all covered by the washer, and the knob will definitely cover it. So I ordered an orange drop tone cap, and they sent me this monster. And there's no way I'm gonna be able to fit that and a pot through. So I think I'm just gonna reuse this tone cap on here for now. I hate to do it in 2 stages, but hopefully this is not exactly what I wanted, but it'll have to be good enough. So I'm gonna do some more soldering here and pulling through and drilling. And goddamn, hopefully this is gonna work. Okay, I think I have the soldering done. I did use this same 22 microfarad cap because I can't get that big one. I can't figure out how to get that big one through. All the holes are drilled. I do have a little bit of chip out here, unfortunately, but the washer covers it up and the knob will cover the washer. So I've got an amp plugged in here, and just test here. Okay, so master volume all the way down. Nothing there. Nothing here. I've got the pickup selector switch in the middle position. So turn the master up. Okay, neck works. Bridge works. Let's go to bridge only. Okay, about neck only. All right. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Now I'm just gonna try and route all this stuff back through and put it together, string it up, and play it. Okay, so I was able to get them through this hole, this cavity, one at a time. I got the tone knob already followed through, but just by kind of like angling it sort of up and tucking it back. And then I've got some dental floss run through to hopefully guide them in the right location. All right, well, I've got it back assembled, and can the pots be upgraded in a G2622 Streamliner? Yeah, technically. It's a lot of work though. And not for the faint of heart. Ended up having to bore out all of these holes to 3/8 of an inch to fit the new CTS pots. So it can be done. Is it worth it? Probably not. I think I'm gonna just tidy up the wires in here a little bit. Put the knobs on and restring it. Oh, and the pick guard. Put the pick guard back in place. And give it a whirl. All right, well, the guitar's back together. Strings are on. It works. Got some master volume controls work. I got a useful tone knob now. Pickup selections all work. Would I have done this project if I hadn't busted the tone knob? No, probably not. Like for my ears, and I'm not that good of a guitar player, but for my ears, I can't tell the difference in tone between the pots that are in here and the cheap dimes that were in there before. If I had to do this again though, I would definitely just go with the CTS mini pots, even though they're a little bit more expensive, because they can come out through the F-hole, and that would have made the entire process a lot easier. Good news, if I do decide to throw in some TV Jones pickups in here, or I don't know, some Gretsch high-lows or something like that, I'm a lot more confident about taking this thing apart and doing those, but I don't think it's worth it just to swap the pots out. All right, so the middle tone check is the middle, both pickups. I don't know. I hope this is useful to you guys. I don't think I would say it's not worth doing it just on its own as a mod for this Streamliner guitar. Not worth just swapping the pots out. If you're gonna pull the pickups out and swap them out, maybe do it at that time. But man, this is a lot of work for like no payoff. And if you get an Electromatic or players, you get this stuff anyway, and it would have been a lot less stress to just save a couple $100 more and buy the good one. Anyway, hope you found it useful.